Hi everyone, today we're back with a landscaping business. This morning guys, we're going to be running some errands with the business. We also do have some appointments here and a few miscellaneous things here. It's just before 7:30. I have a quote that I have to give here at 8 o'clock here. So why don't we stop by the local coffee shop to grab a bite to eat and also a nice cold cup of coffee. Like always guys, there's a full mods list link down below. And if you do end up enjoying today's video, hit that like button, it's much appreciated. Alright, let's head inside really quickly. I want a nice large cup of coffee here, especially on these warm summer mornings, and ice cold coffee is the way to go. Alright, I got a coffee and a homemade donut here. I will say guys, these local diners are actually somewhat affordable. It was only like $4 for both of those there, but we have to head over to the local post office. I will be talking with the building manager about possibly taking on all their landscaping, the weekly lawn care, the snow removal, and also maintaining the beds, and actually make some landscape beds as well. So let's go give that quote, and we actually have an appointment to trade this truck in. Our landscaping business, guys, has been super busy. It is definitely great here, but it doesn't leave too much free time. So while the crews are out working, I'm usually out running errands here, and I try to get on a job once or twice a week, which is something I really do enjoy doing here. So we'll just pull in the parking lots. I think he said he'll be here shortly, but we'll take a quick look here. So it looks to be about a third of an acre worth of grass here. Pretty nice sized parking lots, although it is on the smaller side here. He did also said he wanted some landscape beds out front here, so I'm thinking probably $50 a week to mow, probably about, let's see here, I would say about $70 to snowplow a storm, and the landscape beds is probably going to be about $1,000 with bulk mulch, with buying the plants and doing all that. So I'll get the bid typed up and I'll send it on over. Once in a while, I like to bring you along for these quotes here. I think it's definitely a necessary part of business. You have to market the business, and you do have to get the jobs to be able to put the equipment to work. But as I mentioned, guys, we are going to be trading this truck in. So I've been talking about it for the last few weeks that I think it's been time. I mean, looking at the odometer, we bought this truck used, and I think we put almost 19,000 miles on it. Wow, I guess I drive a lot. So this truck, guys, is a 2020 Chevy 2500 High Country. It is a pretty fancy truck, but I have a truck that is going to be an even better daily here for us. So let's pull up right alongside it. Well, guys, here's my new truck. It is a 2022 Ford F250. It's a Lariat here with that 6.7 liter power stroke. I have to go with diesel for snow plowing here. Now, I decided to go with a crew cab 8-foot bed. Now, I would have preferred the 6.5-foot, but I thought this would be okay here. But one thing, guys, this is the Tremor package. So I was actually looking at maybe a Chevy Silverado Trail Boss, a Ford Raptor, but I need something that I could tow trailers with, snow plow, and this was the next best option here. You guys can see this thing looks awesome. I really do like this blue. And you guys can see this will be perfect for going down those gravel driveways here, especially for snow plowing. That's going to provide us really good traction here. But wow, I'm going to go do all the paperwork here. I have to sign the title over of the Silverado, and we'll just pay for it. I have a check in hand to pay the difference, but we are getting a really good amount of money for the High Country, and we won't have the same technology, but we'll have a nice new truck. The deal is done, and the paperwork only took about 25 minutes here. This local dealership, I highly recommend, guys. They are perfect for all your truck buying. I specifically buy from them because that's where we get the work trucks from, and they do a really good job here. So I now have the key to the truck, so why don't we take a look at it. Power folding steps on the side here are really sweet. LED headlights, but on the inside, guys, just look at how cool this thing is. I did decide to go with that 6 seats. I thought that would be the way to go. This truck, guys, is really good looking here, and I also kind of like the blue. It's gonna be perfect, and we'll be putting it to work towing trailers because at the end of the day, it's a work truck. Let's get on back to the shop because we do have a few miscellaneous things to do, but a surprise purchase has happened here, and we actually need to go over to the local dealership here. I'm going to have to ask one of the employees to get me dropped off there. That way, I don't have to kind of get a ride back to pick up my truck. But you guys can see we're back here at the shop, and one thing we have to look into, guys, is maybe a new shop, maybe an expansion on our shop, because we are outgrowing it. It is a somewhat quiet day here. We have a lot of people taking the day off since this is kind of the holiday week, but we still do have a few jobs going on here. You guys can see we do have quite a few things here, but we do have to sharpen a few blades, things like that. But why don't we first go make that purchase here? Actually, I have to grab a few pieces of paperwork from the office. Let me grab those up off the desk here. Let's go over to the dealership. I just got dropped off at the dealership, so we are actually here at the local John Deere dealer, and they also sell some cat equipment here, so you guys might already know what I have my eyes on here, but they do have a few pieces of equipment. Here it is, guys. This is what we're going to be buying. I do have to do all the paperwork. I'm going to try to negotiate on the price just a little bit. This was just released by Wood Metal Farming. It's a Backhoe 420. This is going to be perfect here. Now, this has a few add-ons from what we've owned in the past. This one, you could actually extend out the arm on it. We'll do a full demo on this back at the shop here. But oh, look, guys. They got the new 50G Deere excavator in game. I actually am going to have to look into... I'll have to talk to salesman. Maybe we just might have to buy this because we currently have... Oh, look at this, guys. We have a Yanmar just like this, and you can see the size comparison. That Deere is a little bit bigger, has, I would say, 15 to 20 more horsepower, and that might be the way to go here. Some pretty neat machines. Wow, these things are pricey, though. Brand new machines are selling top dollar, so let me go make out the Alright, let me go get the paperwork done, and also I'm going to try to negotiate before I do that here, and we'll catch you back. Thinking about it, guys, this was my biggest purchase yet. This was more money than a pickup truck, than even a dump truck, or any of our other machines here. This backhoe was pricey, but I got the keys to it. It's officially ours here. I took out a loan on it from the business, and we should be able to make the money back here. But one thing, guys, I want to buy equipment that we could use for multiple things here. We could use this for the snow plowing, which is going to make us a lot of money, but we could also use it as a backhoe or as even a front loader here. But really quickly, they did throw in a nice light bar up top there. That is a really sweet thing. We do have hazard lights. I mean, all those simple things work. We have a lot of lights here on it as well, but I think let's get those hazard lights on. Let's get on down the road. I do have a temporary license plate here, so I have to go to the local town and get it registered here as a construction vehicle, and we can drive it on the side of the road. In my opinion, guys, backhoes are pretty important, especially for landscaping with that multi-use, especially with the snow removal. This will be put to work here, and I do have some jobs, and I was thinking this might be a really good way to kind of see if we do need a bigger excavator, is to take on jobs, and if we could keep getting those jobs, then we could end up buying a big excavator. I was looking at one, but I think that this is probably the way to go to get started off doing those bigger excavation. This thing cruises down the road going almost 20 miles an hour, which I think is pretty fast here, especially for kind of a piece of machinery. But I actually want to kind of show you guys this here, just to kind of show you all the functionality of the backhoe. We have the front loader there, but I also want to show you the backhoe. Let's see if we could switch on over to, we have the stabilizers, and then this is where the fun begins, guys. We have a full functionality here. This is so cool. Huge shout out once again goes out to Wood Metal Farming for releasing this. I'm super excited, and this does work with the Terraform mod as well. And look at this, guys. This is a new feature. This thing costed quite a few thousand to do, but it actually extends out the arm here, which is going to be perfect. So there we have it, guys. This is our biggest purchase. Yeah, it definitely hurt our bank accounts, but it's going to be worth it here. We're going to make a lot of money with it, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Guys, I think I'm now going to get to work in the shop here, change some mower blades here, change some air filters and the skid steers with all that dust from it being really dry out here. And then I'm going to head back home, and I'm going to have to put some things in this truck here. Might want to buy a bed cover here, but they did throw in a bumper pull and gooseneck hitch. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next one, and subscribe for more.